Big respect to Ranking Boy, you don't know, top of the rank, Rastafari. Reggae Vibe Show in Tanzania, Sizzla Kalonji. Because I'm solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now. Tanzania, big up every time, Tanzania. We love you from Jamaica.
Royal Root Studio presenter Black History movie. Greeting in the name of the Most High Jah, Rastafari, Jamaica, USA, Germany, Amsterdam, Canada. One love every time seen. Solo massive, big things are going on. Black History movie, continuous story, generation to generation. Seen Solo massive, feel the vibe. Ranking Boy there, seen. Kaboom!
You made something too. So while you're pointing fingers, Rastafari judging you. Could it be love? Could it be love? Could it be love? Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Riley! Don't let them change you. Oh no. Listen now, or even rearrange you. We've got a life to live. Let them say, only the fittest of the fittest shall survive. Stay alive, yeah. And we love, good to love.
Uncommon I reject totally. Both I'm on to culturally. No want I on MTV and things say you're done with me. It's a rude boy a shuffling. Yeah, not a rude boy shuffling reggae. Back way with your muffling, yeah. Say rude boy skanking reggae. Rude boy skanking, yeah. Them won't come a stress me. Try to change and rearrange. Long time me there and know the game. It the day when them hot like a flame. It the day when them bad down the lane. In all the ghetto with butter pan food. Go to hell with your mix up a mood. Rude boy a shuffling. Boy shuffling reggae. Back way with your muffling, yeah. Say rude boy skanking reggae. Rude boy skanking, yeah. Beat the dead when them cock up the biz.
Dread, naughty dread now. Roots naughty. Naughty dread locking a Babylon. Roots naughty. Dread, naughty dread now. Dread like Congo Bongo Island. Naughty dread locking a New York City. Naughty dread locking a New York City. Should I walk up to 42nd Street? I said I step one space to Brooklyn. And then I trod on through to Queens. And I've got to reach to Jersey. Naughty dreadlock in a Manhattan. Yeah. Naughty dreadlock in a Babylon. Oh, roots, naughty roots.
Yes, massive. Check this here one as I tell you. Today's show is a hot like a fire. Black History movie scene. So Ranking Boy, all bassy tune big. Ting type of thing scene. Solo massive feel the vibe. Blessings.
It was a Friday night, a night like this, when I laid upon my bed. When I thought about the God I serve and all I'm going through, as the memories rushed down to my mind, brought tears into my pillows, I said to myself that I must rise and go and testify, 'cause I know man was made
to serve God,
and together we'll live
forever.
till man was made
To serve God,
and together we'll live
forever.
upon this road on which I trod to teach the word of God. My Bible is my only shield, and the music is like my story is not his story. Like my story, like my story. Oh, like my story is not his story. Like my story, from education to civilization, from astrology straight to biology. I tell you, black my story. Oh, black my story is not his story. Oh, no. Black my story, African glory, African glory. That's what we want to see. This African liberty, from Marrakesh to Egypt, yeah, Rio de Oro, from Cape Town to Addis Ababa, yeah, and Congo. African glory, African glory.
Yes, massive, yes, massive. Today, pure niceness, I tell you, Black History movie scenes. So today we'll see a prophecy of Hailey Selassie, Black History story scene. Solo massive, feel the vibe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big things are going sin. Love your culture, remember your culture, Black History scene. Bless it.
Today, Haile Selassie is worshipped as God incarnate among followers of the Rastafari movement, taken from Haile Selassie's pre-imperial name Ras, meaning head, a title equivalent to Duke, Tafari Makoan, which emerged in Jamaica during the 1930s under the influence of Marcus Garvey's Pan-Africanism movement. Think about Rastafari and you'll immediately conjure images of the charismatic reggae master Bob Marley and his head full of swirling dreadlocks. Marley is certainly a Rastafari icon, but there is another man at the heart of the Jamaican movement. He is Rastafari, that was the birth name of Ethiopia's 225th and last emperor, who was born on July 23, 1892, and took the regal name Haile Selassie I when he was crowned. For Rastas, he is God, or Jah, incarnate, the redeeming Messiah. Nearly 8,000 miles separate Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, and Kingston, Jamaica, but a link between them was forged by a number of poor black Jamaicans who believed Rastafari's coronation was the fulfillment of a prophecy and that he was their Redeemer, the Messiah written of in the Bible's book of Revelation, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. They believed he would arrange for a deliverance, which, as they saw it, involved a miraculous transformation. They would be spirited away from their lives of poverty in the Caribbean and relocated in Africa, the land of their ancestors and their spiritual epicenter. Tafari was a son of a chief advisor to Emperor Menelik IIL, one of Ethiopia's greatest rulers. Since childhood, his intelligence impressed the emperor, who facilitated his political career. When in 1930 Menelik II's daughter Empress Zodatu died, Tafari was crowned emperor. Haile Selassie's coronation was a lavish event attended by royals and representatives from all over the world. The New York Times reported on the expensive gifts received by the attendees and speculated that the celebrations may have cost more than $3 million. Time magazine dedicated its iconic cover to the emperor. It was a world sensation. Soon after his coronation, Haile Selassie gave Ethiopia its first written constitution, which greatly restricted the powers of parliament. Effectively, he was the Ethiopian government. Succession to the throne was restricted to his descendants and, the constitution stated, the person of the emperor is sacred, his dignity inviolable, and his power indisputable. But in Jamaica, Haile Selassie was becoming more than the name of a powerful emperor. Look to Africa when a black king shall be crowned, for the day of deliverance is near. This was the prophecy that started it all. The prophecy was Marcus Garvey's. Garvey was a Jamaican activist who campaigned for political and social change on an island that had been an important center for slavery. After the slave trade was abolished in 1833 and Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation freed all persons held as slaves, life did not improve dramatically for ex-slaves, their children and successive generations of black people. It's unclear whether the Black King Marcus Garvey had referred to was an actual person. More likely, he meant it as a symbolic figure. But, when news of Haile Selassie's coronation in 1930 reached Jamaica, many of Garvey's followers made what seemed to them a logical link. Ras Tafari was the king, and so the day of deliverance was imminent. That meant they should prepare themselves for an exodus to Africa. Although Marcus Garvey was never actually a Rastafarian, he is considered to be one of the religion's prophets, as his ideals heavily shaped the Rastafarian philosophy. Only a few years after Haile Selassie's coronation, Ethiopia became involved in a terrible war. In 1935, Benito Mussolini's troops invaded Ethiopia and, in 1936, Haile Selassie fled in exile with his family. That year, he delivered a famous speech to the League of Nations in Geneva, appealing for help to fight the invaders. Although during that time he tried to raise awareness for the Ethiopian cause in Europe, Selassie spent 5 years away from his country. He stayed mainly at Bath's Fairfield House, but he also briefly stayed in London, a time that is commemorated by a bust in the city's Canizaro Park, and in Malvern, in Worcestershire. Marcus Garvey heavily criticized him for leaving his own countrymen at the mercy of Italy. Haile Selassie reinstituted his powers as emperor in 1941, with support from Britain. On April 21, 1966, Haile Selassie visited Jamaica. This was 36 years after his coronation and the enthusiasm of Rastas was undimmed. There was now a new generation of Rastas, many of whom still harbored the vision of an African exodus. Haile Selassie was overwhelmed by the rapturous reception. He did nothing to dispel thoughts of his divine status. By this time, Garvey had died and his criticism of Haile Selassie forgotten in Jamaica. But around the world, the jury was not unanimous. Although he wanted to project the image of a progressive emperor, he faced accusations of being a greedy dictator. Among the rapturous crowds who turned out to honor their redeemer was the wife of a 21-year-old Jamaican musician. He had just formed a band called the Wailers and his name was Robert Nesta Marley. Bob Marley was arguably the most influential Rasta in history. He never claimed to be a prophet, though his songs had a prophetic character, and he was never a leader, though his many followers treated him as one. Marley and his band The Wailers, in 1973, released their album Catch a Fire. 2 years later the album Natty Dread sold well internationally. Both records were loaded with Rasta symbols and motifs, prompting music fans to ask questions about their meanings. By the time of the release of Rastaman Vibration in 1976, there were Rastas in practically every British city and in many parts of North America. Young black people had fashioned their hair into the long coiled dreadlocks, as worn by Marley, were carrying what were called prayer sticks, i.e. walking canes, and wearing clothes in the colors of the Ethiopian flag, green, yellow and red, usually with the addition of black. While their parents were, in the main, Christians.
Little darling, steer it up. Come on, baby. Steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. Whoa. It's been a long, steer it together since I've got you on my mind.
We'll be on the front line. You can call about my name. I am ready to go. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, I never come out. A lioness is on the rise, don't you ever run down. Never say never, willingness forever to find. Once it's one letter and write every letter and moving right along. And I wrote in the mountains, I kept changes. Work with the formula, do what I have to do. Just call about my name, I am ready to go. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. We have room to observe, to see if you can walk the walk you talk. Let me give you my word, my voice must be heard. Bravery is a piece of Queen Africa burning. I am ready to go. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told.
With your will, got to keep moving feet, don't fail me now. On the road of life we pass through different stages. So even as your feet are getting slow, some ways left to go. I try dampen your energy after you're not well. Let me tell you how I feel with about 5 different vowels. A-E-I-O, you guys nothing. Ignore the negatives, keep on going. Rope tight but start pull. The darkest sheep of the brightest wool. So bounce forward, my friend, humble. The most High will be there for you. Patience is golden, faith, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Yeah. It's very clear that some of us are broken, but we ain't gonna stay on now. Become a flower in the garden of the world. Start blooming. True words are often not been spoken. So keep your ears them open. Long as I'm breathing. Check it, check it. I'll find a way to live. Office survive. Success they can't deny. Never deny. Hard to get up, but watch me try. Let God be your witness. And then give it your best. Give it your best. Self-investment, the best investment. All when you feel for rest. Got to keep moving. Don't fail me now. Get ready, yes. On the road of life we pass through different stages. Don't you ever complain. So even as
Yes, massive, check this one as I tell you today's show. It's a hot like a fire. Ranking boy will play tune after tune. Sing solo massive, feel the vibe. Fireban every time. Sing.
Sons wreaking havoc in the temple, causing spiritual ruin. The whole congregation, it wanted for done. The wrath of the Lord slay the two-hand on. When Hailey hear it, Hailey them father fall down. The shock to his heart, it was not a random. In spirit and in truth, Samuel the surrogate son, one which was obedient to the ancient wisdom. Samuel hear the voice of the Lord. Hear the voice of the Lord when Hailey shut down. Bring the oil to David, send the anointing cherub. Who will go for us? Here am I, he send me. Who will go for us? Shall here am I, he send me. Yeah. Still small voice Samuel hear him not sleep. High priest mediating in a wall of deep. How him hunger Agag the Amalekite chief. To obey is better than sacrifice, regretted in a grave. Seeking familiar spirit, prognostication speak. Decibels of resonance, I tell you, don't do it. Conscience internal, pluck your heartstring beat. Conscience internal, pluck your heartstring beat. Who will go for us? Oh, here am I, he send me. Who will go for us? Jah, here am I, he send me. Who will go for us? Here am I, he send me. Who will go for us? Jah, here am I, he send me. Yeah. Atalaya look for murder Joash her own grandson. Daughter of Jezebel fit on the kingdom queendom. Jehoiah the Zedek hide the royal infant. Same thing happened to Jezebel, how she daughter go down. All over the rulership of the Hebrew nation. When them go climb, them cut out all the wrong. When them done climb, them cut out all the ladder wrong. Make sure you stay up on the lowest rung. Bring the oil to David, send the anointing cherub. Send one obedient to the ancient wisdom. Samuel hear of the voice of the Lord, Hailey shut down. Bring down the oil to David.
God judge your power, it's so amazing. Give I the strength and protection, keep praising each and every day. Still blazing, still blazing, still blazing. God judge your power, it's so amazing. Give I the strength and protection, keep praising. Whoa, yeah. More time me see say nothing no go on. And what me get is not what me want. The journey rough but show must go on. I saw the thing set, what me tell you say. More time the sun don't shine for me. And the only thing bright my dignity. Right place to stand beside the Almighty. I saw me live my life, what me tell you say. Don't let the little tribulations keep you down. Don't let the noise stop your sound. Don't let nobody tell you what is good for you. Cause you alone know your truth. Well done. Don't let nobody rule your soul, no way. Just be yourself each and every day. Live and let live well, and always remember say, yeah. Still blazing, still blazing, still blazing. Kajaja poet so amazing. Give I the strength and protection, keep praising each and every day. Still blazing, still blazing, still blazing. Kajaja poet so amazing. Give I the strength and protection, keep praising. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes you give and not getting back. Never. Sometimes you have key on the right track. More time you think say what you doing is right, and you just losing the fight. When me tell you say, more time you drop enough and get back few. And what is good for me is not good for you. More time you chat things and you have no clue. That's what we all do. When me tell you say, don't let the little tribulations keep you down. Don't let the night stop your sound. Don't let nobody tell you what is good for you. Cause you alone know your truth. Well done. Don't make nobody rule your soul, no way. Just be yourself each and every day. Live and let live well, and always remember say, yeah. Still blazing, still blazing, still blazing. Kajaja poet so amazing. Give I the strength and protection, keep praising.
Yes, massive, yes, massive. Today in a Black History movie, we'll see assassination of Haile Selassie. Sin Solo Massive is a Black History movie. Ranking boy, mash up big, sin, bless it every time.
Haile Selassie I, King of Kings of Ethiopia, elect of God, was the last emperor of the Solomonic dynasty that ruled Ethiopia until September 12, 1974, when he was deposed at the age of 82. The reign of one of the most popular leaders of the 19th century was cut short by the Soviet-backed Derg military regime, formerly known as the Provisional Military Government of Socialist Ethiopia, which ruled till 1991. Haile Selassie, who was accustomed to Rolls-Royces, was hustled from his spacious palace to an army officer's bungalow in the back seat of a blue Volkswagen. The final confrontation between the aged and frail emperor and the young and robust army men was like a scene from a Verdi opera. Haile Selassie scolded and insulted the officers as insolent, and they, with mounting ire, decided on the spot to take him to a military camp rather than to another palace. And on the way, he was jeered by crowds yelling, "Thief, thief!" Haile Selassie, born Rastafari Makoen, was everything from monarch to the returned Messiah, as believed by the Rastafari movement, which reveres him as God incarnate. He was also the chairperson of the Organization of African Unity, OAU, from 1963 to 1964 and 1966 to 1967. His death in 1975 was shrouded in mystery. After his overthrow by the military following public discontent over economic inflation and low salaries, the emperor was placed under house arrest at the 4th Army Division in Addis Ababa and later imprisoned in a small apartment in his former palace, the Grand Palace. His imprisonment fatally ended after 11 months on August 28, 1975, when the state media reported that Haile Selassie had died the previous day after suffering from respiratory failure following complications from a prostate operation. They said that he had been found dead in his bed by a servant. This was denied outright by his doctor, Asrat Woldeyes, who rejected the government story of the 83-year-old's death. It was widely believed that he was assassinated. His successor, the Crown Prince Afsa Wassan Haile Selassie, who had been living in London since the overthrow, said his father had been in excellent health and demanded that independent doctors and the International Red Cross be allowed to carry out an autopsy to ascertain the cause of Haile Selassie's death. This wasn't done, and official sources said he was buried in the strictest privacy according to Ethiopian custom, which demands that a monarch is buried within 24 hours after death. The assassination rumors were rife until in 1992, when a coalition of rebel forces, the Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Democratic Front, EPRDF, overthrew the Derg. After 17 years since his death, Haile Selassie's remains were found under a concrete slab on the palace grounds. Some reports say his bones were found beneath a latrine. The remains of the emperor were buried in Bata Church near the tomb of his great-uncle Menelik II after a befitting imperial funeral by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church on November 5, 2000. Circumstances surrounding his death has been unknown after many court inquiries until recently when an unverified letter was made public by a Derg sergeant, Tedesque Tella Silvano, in his latest book. The letter alleged that Haile Selassie was murdered by Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Asfaw, a key figure of the military regime, upon the direct command of the 17-member executive committee of the Derg, which includes its chairman Mengistu Hailemariam, Teferi Banti, and 15 others. Finally, once again, it's that same Daniel Asfaw, Derg's first security chief, who killed Haile Selassie. Daniel was the one who also leads the Amman Andam Sage and later personally killed Teferi Banti. He himself was murdered on January 1977, few minutes after he killed Teferi Banti, Kibret added. Another revealing evidence was court testimonies that corroborate the fact that Haile Selassie was murdered despite denial by the former Derg officials. These pieces of evidence ascertain the rumors and justify the belief that Haile Selassie, the last emperor,
I really can't hear you. Can somebody make some noise? Let me know you're out there. I know. Listen to me. Don't have this.
Think about that. Long time. We know have no nice time. Do you? Think about that. Long time. We know have no nice time. Do you? Think about that. This is my heart to rock you steady. I give you love anytime you're ready. This little heart in me just won't let me be. I'm gonna rock you now. Won't you rock with me? A long time. We know have no nice time. Do you? Think about that. This is my heart to rock you steady. I give you love anytime you're ready. This little
Yes, massive. Check this one as I tell you today's show. It's a hot like a fire. Ranking boy will play tune after tune. Sing solo massive, feel the vibe. Fireban every time. Sing.
Diamonds and gold, that's all that they know. Just like ice, their hearts are so cold. Hey, war and hate is all that they sow. Who's gonna save the soul before time is done? Jaja so come.
But them nowadays me say them lost them way. Nobody not care again a beer gun play. Every youth have a matty talk up in a them ways. No more laughing again, be a screw face. Me I want them, and me I tell them fi come before Jaja blow his song. All them leaders, we trick the people like Judas and lead them all astray.
Diamonds and gold, that's all that they know. Just like ice, their hearts are so cold. War and hate is all that they sow. Who's gonna save the soul before
Roots and culture. Teach the children roots and culture. Never more important. No games, no laughter. Fluid like water. I am my father's daughter. This is some perilous times. Trying to rush to keep up with the time. But the law of nature is never a crime, and God's love is on time. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. There is no other. Just allow yourself the time and stay united, ye nations. I'll go jump on this beat that Yahweh created. Campaign is to live the nation ages. Sing about it. This ain't no race thing. Teach about it, there's no debating. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Roots and culture.
will love the Congo Kushaya. Na 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 na. Baby, I always wish to see you in my arms in the morning time, and I will always share my joy with you. I really wanna take you to places, make you meet so many different faces, and interact with so many races. Baby girl, you know what the Congo base is. I really wanna make sweet love to you. Roy's gonna turn the gray skies to blue. I really wanna hold you and squeeze you and kiss you, baby. Let's get physical. I really wanna hold you and squeeze you close. Oh baby girl, my love coming at your full force. I am the man, taking off your clothes. So let's get physical, baby. Baby, each time I look in your eyes, you keep I mesmerized. I tell you are the only one in this world for I.
For good reggae song, you remind me of a good reggae song. On a natural high, so high, holding you so close tonight. Baby, all I wanna do is show you good vibes. Rock your body slowly, for me only. You're mine in this and every lifetime. You remind me of a good reggae song. 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 Healing and love, high vibrations, feeling the strum. Check it. You the bass line, me are the drums. Reggae, wind your waistline, baby. Love you like my love, reggae. Yeah, yeah, you're so royal. Turn it like the vinyl. Yaga, yeah, up a dub club on the dance floor. Me and you are rubber dub and we want more. What more could we ask for? You remind me of a good reggae song. You remind me of a good reggae song. You remind me of a good reggae song.
Yes, massive, same time, same place. Ranking Boy International Day around things in. It's a black history movie. Big things are going, continuous story. Generation to generation. Ranking Boy, they are mash up big. See, solo massive, big every time. Jamaica, USA, Germany, Amsterdam, Africa. One love every time. CMC, Article Love Scene. Royal Root Studio. One love people. Bless it. Kaboom.